Hi all, this is your DMC F1 assessment briefing. I'm your lecturer, or one of your lecturers, Julia Clark. I'm going to take you through how to find this assessment on Core Campus and then through the assessment questions themselves. So let's go. I'm assuming that you've all logged into Core Campus before. So your first step is to go to your dashboard here, find DMC, click on that. It'll take you to this home page here, click on assignments. And then you're going to notice that there are two sections for this assignment, Section A and Section B. Section A is an assessment type style, and then Section B is a test. More on that later. So click on your Section A. You'll see that you've got the option to download both the brief and the cover page. Obviously download the cover page so that you can edit that and upload it with your assignment. Standard cover page. For now, just download the brief. And then open that up. Alright, so you'll see that this assessment is due from the 31st of August to the 4th of September. I will restate this again later, but no late assignments will be accepted because you've got this 5-day submission window. So this is an individual assessment. It covers the work that you've gone through in in chapters 1 to 6 of your prescribed textbooks. You obviously need to use these textbooks, the presentations that you find online, as well as conduct your own additional research that you will need to reference for. The penalty for not referencing in second year is minus 50%, and that definitely does still apply. You're encouraged to work towards each question's mark allocation so that you do enough work to warrant the allocated marks. So you see here again, we restate that Section 1 is this assessment here that we're on now, and that's for 70 marks. This assessment has to be uploaded onto Core Campus before that due date. And then Section B is a test, an online test that you'll do on Core Campus, and I'll get to that in a minute. So Section A, Question 1. Similar to many BMH students, you're an aspiring entrepreneur and have a business idea that you'd like to put in action. Answer all of the questions that follow. Question 1. What is the name of your company and why is it a good name for your company? This is for 3 marks. What we're looking here is that you need to choose a professional name for your company, a name that's not entirely arbitrary, it's not random, and you need to be able to explain this connection between your company name and what you actually do. Question 2, you need to write a description of what your business does. Do you sell a physical object or do you offer a service? What's your company's philosophy? Who's your target market? And why does your product appeal to your target market? So here we're looking for a full explanation of the services that are offered by your company. And you need to look into your company's ethos or the way they do things, your target market, and your marketing strategies. So you'll see that this is 4 questions, 2, 3, 4, and it's for 8 marks. So that gives you an idea about how much you need to, or how much information you need to give in order to get full marks here. Question 3, describe what you would want your logo to look like. Use 3 adjectives to describe it and then explain what feelings it would evoke in anyone who looked at it. You need to paint us a word picture of your logo and indicate what kind of impression that logo would give to prospective clients. Please make sure that you're not designing anything at this point, you're just describing it to us in words, and that's for 5 marks. Question 4, realistically, who are your top competitors and what will separate your services from those of your competitors? So you need to look at the market, you need to look for competitors and give 2 realistic companies who offer similar services to you. You're going to need to do research here and reference any research that you do. Question 5. As the owner of this company, write yourself a short bio that includes the following. A professional photograph. This should encourage your target market to work with you. So this photo needs to be professional, and it needs to indicate that you're responsible enough to be a business person. So here, I've got some examples of bad professional headshots. So this top row, just plain downright creepy, weird, strange, murderous. This guy works for a real estate agent. He sells houses. I don't think I would want to sell a house from him based on that headshot. A trap that a lot of people fall into is Submitting photos that are model quality photos or headshots for actors or something along those lines. We're not looking for that. We're looking for professional headshots. If you look at these two photos, this guy looks like he hates me, and I don't think she wants to do business full stop. She doesn't look happy about being in a photo at all. So I've got these two photos here, and these are really good examples of what professional headshots look like. This is for a law firm, and these two women look like they are lawyers. They look professional. They look like they could handle any case that was given to them, and that's what you want a headshot to look like. Your professional photo. You want people to, or let people know that you are professional and responsible. Don't let the 3 marks throw you off. You're going to need to put a little bit of effort into that. Make sure your backgrounds are light and uncluttered, and look what you're wearing. Look at what you're wearing as well to give across that professional feeling. Okay, question 5B. You also need to write a short description of yourself, who you are, where you studied, where you live, where you operate from, why you're passionate about your business, why you started this business, and what kind of client you like to work with. So you need to answer all of these questions. Do them in full sentences, in paragraph format, and make sure that you don't make any errors. Question 6. Design your first Instagram post announcing the opening of your company. This post needs to include an original picture of your choice, but please don't use the same picture as from 5A. So you're going to need to take 2 different photos here. And you also need to include a comment or caption of 4 to 6 sentences explaining firstly what your company does, secondly when you will be opening or taking on clients, and third a sentence that sets the tone of the way you do business. Don't post anything onto Instagram for now. This is just planning this first post, and this is for 12 marks. Question 7. Explain how you will take full advantage of all the services that you can use online to promote your business. So you need to take a little bit of time to reflect on all of the online services that are available to you that you've studied in the past 6 chapters, and explain how you would make use of these services to promote your business. Then the technicals for 20 marks. Formatting is 5. Spelling, grammar, sentence structure, and punctuation, also 5. Referencing in text and on your reference page, also 5. And finally, originality and creativity throughout the assessment for 5 marks. And then you need to go onto Cole Campus to do section B, and I'm going to show you how to do that in a minute. This Cole Campus test is comprised of 10 true or false questions for 1 mark each, and 10 MCQs for 2 marks each. There's a time limit on this test. It's about an hour, so make sure that you have enough data and a suitable computer to use. Your battery is fully charged, all of that, and you only have 1 attempt to do this, so you can't leave that test and come back at a later stage. I'm just going to jump down to the evidence requirements. You need to include a cover page with this assessment, and your assessment needs to be uploaded to Cole Campus as 1 document. So what this means is that your cover page, your actual assessment, and your reference page needs to be 1 document, saved either as a Word document or a PDF, and it needs to be clearly labeled. So the name of the document needs to be your name, your student number, followed by DMC2 F1 assessment. This is what your folder name should look like, obviously including your details. The above cannot be submitted as links, which means that you can't submit this as a link to a Google document. You will need to use Harvard referencing, and plagiarism will be penalized as per the 2020 student rulebook, which is minus 50% from your final mark. So make sure that you don't do that. As I said in the beginning, no late submissions will be accepted, and the reason for this is because this assessment, you've got 5 days to submit it. So make sure that you don't leave it to the last minute. So just in case there are any technical issues on Cole Campus, just make sure that you upload it maybe a day before it's due, so that there are no issues there. Please don't scan and upload handwritten assessments. They will not be marked. And then also make sure that you keep a copy of this assessment after you've uploaded it, in case there are any issues on that side. Okay, so once you've done this section of the assessment, you can go back to assignments and click on the test here. So remembering you only have an hour and you only have one attempt. It is an open book test, so have your textbook with you. Go through each question really slowly. Make sure that you're 100% happy with the answer before moving on. And that's all. So if you have any questions, don't hesitate to get in touch with either myself or Earvote. And good luck.